Hi YouTube. Today I wanted to share with you what I'm doing this morning. So I got the coolest little bird cage. And yes, I did. I already started. I'm sorry. You can already see where I'm kind of getting going. Tag friends. Let's try that. Let me see. Wait a minute. I see low network connection. One moment, please. Sorry, YouTube. 1 second. Let me go in here. Oh, okay. I have a feeling I know why. We have low connection because imagine I'm trying to use your video is being uploaded. Okay, maybe we start this all over. Okay, I think we're back on. So, hey Brenda. So I'm going to continue. Okay, I'm kind of going to start over for you on the Facebook side. So anyway, today I'm going to work on this birdhouse. Birdhouses are like so popular right now. And this one was, okay, first of all, don't put your bird in here. This is not really like your bird would be like, that's a nice chewy toy. Anyway, this is a decorative birdhouse, and I love it because I'm going to be able to, I'm not sure about the whole apparatus here, what they've done, but I'm going to be able to hang it in my store. My store is so loaded with stuff, mainly furniture, because, you know, I love obviously to paint furniture, and it's not like a huge space, and I'm kind of in between on which direction to go because we only just got there in Piccolo's in Belmont, North Carolina. We only just got there in, I think, like the second week of May, and the summer is, you know, kind of quiet and you're just trying to feel things out. And I'll be very point blank honest with you. My owner, she really loves me and she wants to see me be successful because she loves the stuff that I carry, because we have like personalities. We're eclectic and eccentric. So I'm having a little bit of a hard time deciding what to carry. It's a totally different avenue of sales for me, because in online sales you're selling brand new stuff, and you are limited in what you can ship and all these different pieces. Yet I'm in an antique mall, or, you know, shop, store, whatever, that's really neat, and it can have larger pieces, but I'm kind of going back and forth and trying to find antiques. If you saw my What About Bob yesterday, yeah, I've got background noise. Then you'd know that I met this gentleman, Bob, on my trip, and he goes to antique stores in London and Paris and finds like really neat stuff. So anyway, hey Shaylin, so I am kind of like just, you know, bouncing back and forth and trying to decide what I carry. To me, it should be more boutique-y and just, you know, one of different items. Gosh, this summer I had roosters that did exceptionally well, just different pieces, but bird cages, I have to say, have done excellent. And what I was getting at with my store owner is the fact that she likes the things that I bring in so much, and I am in some cases, you know, through the summer months just trying to feel my way and get my rent paid, that she buys a lot of my stuff. So I'm not sure, you know, if the stools that I carry are really oh so popular or whatever. So anyway, I am wanting to share with you a little bit about this birdhouse and what I am doing. My idea is to kind of patina it because I like these hints of blue. I don't know if you guys can see that good, and I hate scooting this thing because when I hear the video played back, it's so loud. So, and my lighting is not that good. You know what, in fact, I'm sorry. I know that's such a bad habit to keep leaving the camera. But let's get some atmosphere here and get some good lighting going in here. So, okay. So, what I have so far is, first of all, this is really icky dirty, but it's very tender, like wicker. So I just really don't want to deteriorate it or put any chemicals or anything on it that are going to make the dirt worse. Hey, Michelle. So I'm just gonna put the paint right over it because it's not gonna hurt it. It is gonna seal the deal, and be putting dirt in there, and that seems, I'm sure, kind of like, why would you do that? But it really is, you know, kind of, and that's why I wanted to title this Paint It Does a World of Good. Or when I was getting ready this morning, I was thinking about my mom and how she would always say, okay, I'm gonna go paint my face and then we'll you know, leave to go shopping. But that was literally what she would say about getting her makeup on. And so I just thought that that was kind of funny that that came to me. So I'm using a color called Sea Glass. And I also, though, where it's like kind of pooky and dirty, I'm thinking that this needs a beige wash. Not a beige wash, but this is called crinoline, this color. And I'm using DIY paints, and I am like seriously going back and forth about carrying these paints in my store because I really do like them and there's so much potential. But see, we're just gonna kind of go with this color that's already on there, and we're gonna embrace the dirt and be thankful it's there because it helps us, right? Another thing I'll tell you that you really can embrace with clay paint, and this one's really got some good ones because I might have left the lid ajar, I'm not sure, but paint boogers are like when you are trying to do chippy and that kind of thing. I got this piece here, like this right here. I don't know if you can still see this down here. On this piece, those paint boogers come in really handy. So, you know, don't always think that everything that you have going on is a bad thing. You know, sometimes little mistakes, so to speak, like that are a really good thing. So we're just putting some, it's like, can you talk and work? We want to see what this is going to look like. Okay. And then of course, you know, I'm quite the fan of this Hobby Lobby water bottle. Because it's got like a great mist to it. I'm really not sure, guys, if this is the chain that was supposed to be on here. It's really goofy. Yeah, see? They just ran it right through there in a slip knot. So we're gonna take that off because it's kind of in the way. Do you wanna tag Peeps? No, Peeps is okay right now. She's just happy mommy's home. Okay, so we do that, kind of dry brush it, and then I'm using the sea glass and I'm just like, you know, it's not rocket science. But I'll tell you what's gonna make this really cool is I'm gonna end up doing a gold patina, I'm pretty sure. See, and I even kind of left some of that dirt in here. Or I mean, you know, like I didn't cover it completely because it really does. I much prefer a drier brush than this one, but this is just the one that I happened to grab. And the beauty of this paint is that we can go heavy and then we can dumb it down if we want with the water. So now I'm still going back and forth, you guys, about what platform to use, because for this, so if any of you know about blogging, video blogging and sharing, I literally am getting, like, on the Facebook side about, I don't know how many guests, maybe, you know, 8 or 10 come on, hey Charlotte, during the time that I am videoing, but then I get within about 2 or 3 hours about 100 people on the Facebook side that have clicked on the link to view, which I'm not sure, you know, how their system works and if that's accurate, but I'm trying to find a place that is convenient for you guys, that I can do this blogging, where you can ask questions and I can really read them and be able to answer them, and ideally get sponsors that would say, hey, you mentioned Hobby Lobby's spray bottle or whatever, that will kind of help support my business as well. And ideally, of course, you know, I would like to be able to have that as a place to sell items also that could be shipped, and just, you know, so we're researching that. My bestie Marion is working on that end of things, and we're gonna try to find something that's gonna be more convenient for you guys. Another thing I would love is like what I did, I think last Friday, I can't remember when it was. I was working and I just didn't say anything, and I just could paint and be in the zone and do what I was, you know, wanting to do. But so okay, another thing about this is somebody, I guess, had decorated it, and it has glue gun boogers on it. So, but they're coming off, you know, pretty gingerly for me. So, oh, it's really icky back here. Phew. Some of these things that you pick up can be like, oh wow, I hope I don't catch anything gross. I hope this is fun for you guys. Another thing I was going to share with you is, yeah, I wish you could see the advantage of just this, like right here, just this nice line of turquoisey pop. I'm going to share one other painting. type of thing with you. Another thing I want to do, guys, is I have like fun stuff to give away. Hey, Carrie. So, oh gosh, Carrie. So I met Carrie when we first moved to Huntersville, and there was a meetup group that we were a part of, and it was so fun to hang out. I don't even know, we don't live in Huntersville anymore, but I'm not even sure if they are still getting together or whatever, but we did so much fun stuff. And if you guys are still doing that, or I will just let you know, I want to do a painting class here and have the girls over. Our lower deck has got like the most beautiful scene. It's got like it's got big hammock swings that you can just sit there if you didn't want to participate in painting at all and you just wanted to hang out with the girls. But ideally, I would just love to pick a project for us to do, put a drop cloth on the deck, watch the sunset, have some munchies, paint, and just enjoy an evening together. It could be like Chuck E. Cheese for grown-ups. Doesn't that sound like fun? Hey, Rock. Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese for grown-ups. Like, you can come and you can paint and you can hang, and or you can come and just sit and watch me paint. That's probably like watching paint dry. I don't know. It takes a long time. But okay, so we are putting this beige, like, kind of just, you know, giving it like a whitewash. You can put a little bit of water in your brush, and yeah, bye-bye dirt. Thank you, dirt, for giving us that antique look. One time we got in the car with an antique mirror, and I mean, like, I picked up two at the same time. They were like $10 a piece. It was a teacher that was here on an exchange program, and she was going back to Columbia and all of this stuff. And we had that, and then we had this amazing iron shelf. If you ever get a chance to look at pictures in my store that I post, I like to get into my work, get my fingers in it. In my store, it's this like really neat wrought iron shelf, and I did a patina on it, and then I just took coffee filter roses that I made and I twirled them around like in a vine effect. Hey, Bonnie. And that turned out really cool. But we got back in the car after picking up the mirrors. In fact, I have something to share with you. This is not, you know what? I think this is one of them. Oh gosh, okay, I forget that when you're on film that you could cause a glare. Well, with my light. Okay, anyway, this is one of them that I'm working on. It looks pooky right now because it needs work. So, anyway, yeah, we got back in the car and had to drive this 40 miles, and I'm like, oh, what is that smell? I think it's cat. Oh no, we inherited a cat. So, you know, now we've got to drive home, and then we've got to go, what comes in the house, what doesn't come in the house. Ideally, eventually, I'll be getting a studio, but I don't want my studio to smell like cat pee either. So, anyway, yeah, you never know what you're gonna get. But here's some more of that glue gun boogers. I'm thinking maybe like they had like ivy or something wrapped around this. And I'm kind of wondering if I want, see, that's where these little doohickeys and things come in really handy. Ooh. But I'm wondering if, should we get a bird? Do you guys think we should get a bird to put in here for when I put it in the store. Maybe I have to go to Hobby Lobby. No, do not go to Hobby Lobby. See, here's one of my dilemmas, you guys. So, let's just say you want to do mosaics. I want to learn how to do mosaics. So, what do? Do you go to the store, get 2 things that you can use to do mosaics, or do you buy the whole package of mosaics? Because I walk out of the store and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have, sorry, I know I keep leaving the camera. I have all these bags of things to make mosaics now, and I'm not making them. So I'm like, this is like crafters frustration to keep my words clean, because I can't make it if I don't have it. But I'm thinking you're supposed to decide what you want to make, go grab exactly what you need to make it, and then make it. But maybe I'm starting, like I said, a crafter's world where people can come and make all kinds of stuff. I need my little pick. Where did it go? What did I do? Where did I put it? Shoot. I put it down somewhere because I'm so organized too. Oh, what's in your hand? Where are my glasses? Where are my glasses? On your head. Where's my purse? On your arm. Gotta love those moments in life with all the chaos. Yeah, I'm picking glue gun off of here. I remember when I was a kid telling my mom, oh, I think I'm gonna be a hygienist. And she goes, oh no, baby, you don't wanna do that. That's really a gross job. It's funny how your parents kinda... And then when I told somebody, I was actually at church when I decided I wanted to be a flight attendant. Just all of a sudden I was just like, oh, I think I want to be a flight attendant. And so I ended up going to somebody's, I'm just going to say I spoke to somebody, a female leader that I felt like was really a good mentor, so to speak. And I have to laugh because she said, oh, I think I want to become a flight attendant. She goes, you don't want to do that because they're like, you know, trashy and stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh. Well, then go figure, I ended up majoring in travel and tourism. And in college, there's only like a handful of us that I've run into in 23 years. October 01 will be 23 years that I've been flying. And so I got done with that, and I was like, you know, I've already had people, you know, say probably, you know, in my early 20s, the worst things they could ever say about me. Who cares if I'm a flight attendant and what people think, you know? You know, I know the truth. So anyway, people are gonna talk. People are gonna think what people are gonna think. And you just have to do what you believe God puts in your heart. Did you know that that the Bible says that the word is written on your heart? Like everybody comes with that. So you know what you should or shouldn't do and who you are, and that, we all sin and fall short of the glory of God. But I love what God said about David, that he was a man after my own heart. And I think that God is like any amazing parent. He loves you unconditionally. I know God does this, but what I believe is that he weighs your heart, and people don't get to say who you are or what you're about. Hi, Kimberly. So, anyway, this is like nice. It's brightening this up because it was poopy looking. This is this color is crinoline. Yeah, it's pretty dirty, I have to say, but like I said, we're using that to our advantage. I can't quite imagine that this, you can quite imagine. I'm a wordy person. I don't always use them properly, but that this beige is probably pretty boring for you, but when you see this blue, it's fun. So last week when I was on here, Kathy Baker had come on, and I was talking about her and how we met when I was a little kid. I'm still a little kid, but hey, Kara. So anyway, right now Bonnie, I think Bonnie's still on here, maybe not, but Bonnie Highlander is my friend Johnny, Kathy's husband. Bonnie is Johnny's mom. Johnny's like a celebrity too, to me. He's very creative and a cool dude. So we share that. Do you guys ever notice that, like, if you have a friend, a girlfriend that you really get along swell with, or pretty well, one thing I notice is that their husbands and I will, if their marriage is good, we'll have like things, like we'll have like traits to our personalities. I just think that's kind of interesting because William and I, the way that we met was through well, I paid $100 for him. I think I've told you this story before, and I'll do a whole thing on it because it's really funny. I may do it with him because I bet he'd like that. No, I may try to film it with him because one thing that I love about my husband, or that drives me nuts, I should say, is that every time he tells a story, it's always different. And I'm like, be consistent, But I always remember, friends of ours that, or peers of ours that were in their 50s when we were in our 20s and 30s, and they would say the same thing, usually about the guy. It's like, so I am going to put gold patina through this too, and I think that's really going to make it cool. I don't know though, I kind of like it the way it's coming up. It's It's really fun. And you know, if you're working on something and you just don't know, or you want to work on something and you don't know, call me. No, Pinterest, or just research birdcage, you know, and look at what's available. Even like when I was in London on my last trip, I went in and took pieces of pictures, photos of pieces of furniture, and I was like, it's as if I painted that. It's as if I had painted it myself. So that's always not rocket science here, guys. I mean, I'm not trying to rush this, but you're just kind of, you know, kind of dry brushing, but not. And you're just trying to take advantage of the grooves and things like that. Even where I peeled the paint off, it's working for me. What's not working, well, it's not too bad, but the dirt is irritating me because I don't really like dirt. It's icky. So anyway, I don't want to bore you guys, and I don't even know because I haven't been watching if anybody's still hanging. But so I'll move on from that, and I'll show you something else that's really cool, because the reason why I was talking, hey Kathleen, love you, mommy. The reason why I was talking about paint this morning, like when I started, I was saying that my mom would say she painted her face, and I just wanted to share with you how many, I mean, paint just does a world of good to so many things. So I want to show you, Kathleen's always like, Sheree, get gloves on right now. Because I'll be doing projects that are not so user-friendly as this, like leather dye or you know, paint with acrylic in it, and she wants to make sure she looks out for this girl. She loves me. She takes care of me. So anyway, right now my hair is a little bit, I don't know if you would call it brassy, but I thought when I put the color in this last time that it was gonna come up a little bit more bright white than this, than the still red and jello. So I wasn't really liking the yellow as much. So I was gonna show you that paint is good for this too. So this actually, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. So what I do is, just so you know, because you may want to know how I get it to here, because if you see my hair down in here, it's really, my mom would say it was fine and thin, but the last gal that was cutting my hair said, no, you have a lot of hair, it's just fine. So I liked that. But to get this texture, what I do is I use a dry shampoo, and it really gives me, you know, that volume and lift and stuff. And even when I cut it, gosh, I so have attention deficit. I wouldn't recommend you do this at home, but even when I cut it, literally, like if, let's say I was trying to go through here, I really don't want hair in my paint. Sorry. If you're wondering where I'm looking, I have a mirror right here. So if I was trying to get these in here, I would just do this. And that gives you great texture as well. And it kind of gives you, like, I don't know if you can see these wisps that are a lot longer than the others. So there's that. And because like with my haircut right now, I kind of want it to be like, I don't want it to be like, I love Joyce Meyer, but I don't really want it to look like Joyce Meyer. I want it to be punky and fun and young, and not, you know, I don't want like roller head. And so that gives it, cutting it, the way you cut it gives it good texture. And then your products. So I use like a powder by VO5, and then there's another one that I get in Amsterdam. I'm sorry, I hate to do that to you. But anyway, that gives it this great lift and texture. Then right now I'm using a wax just to, you know, kind of clump it a little bit. I don't know that I love it, and I'm still looking for something, so if you have any suggestions. But at any rate, the other thing I did not like is that brassiness and that yellow. And trust you me, if I was able, I would be doing way funner stuff, but with my work I cannot. So I'm loving though the opportunity to do color in my hair that's temporary. But this one is just really easy breezy, and I think like a great way if you want to move into, which I'm considering, that gray, if you will, be accommodating to maybe what's happening. But anyhow, this is really amazing because you don't want to breathe it, I don't think. But I'm not sure if you can see it on camera. You can see it in here. It's like a silvery gray. And in the natural, in the flesh, it really does get rid of, I don't know if you can tell, but it really does get rid of that brassy whatever. Then there's always, like I said, that fun spot. So I don't want to breathe this. So this is pink. So that silver gray just brought it up and made it more like a bright white. And then we brought in a little bit of these pink. But look, you can tell that, I mean, you can't see it, but you can see the difference in that silvery. So I think what I am gonna do is I'm gonna get the permanent color in this really cool gray, because I can always take it back too. I mean, but this took me all summer because my hair is really dark and very resistant. But the gray is coming for sure. So anyway, I just thought that that would be fun for us today. And I'm going to get the mermaid vanity over to the shop today and complete this bird cage, and probably continue to buff out the secretary and get her over there. She's coming along well. Sorry, you may not have seen that I got the blue inside. I'm liking this. This is really pretty. I'm just gonna buff this up. I think it's got like a nice bit of color. It's really turned out pretty. I wanted it to be more solid in here. And I think I'm gonna go over this in like my beadboard white and keep it real bright white, because I just thought that that looks nice. It makes it pop. So anyway, love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Maybe I'll be back on a little bit later on after I get my errands run and stuff. But love you, and thanks. Always fun to hang out with you in Avant Garde Studios. Bye.